which is going to be around around T7 or 8, then you get your final pieces of the set, which for the one I'm talking about today, it gives you 3 pieces because that set has 7 different pieces. So you get a lot of flexibility from the set I'm going to talk about today. But what's really awesome about the sets is they've been reworking them so much that honestly, as you gain pieces, when you get the 2-piece bonus, it should let you kill Easewall just fine. And when you get the 4-piece bonus, for a lot of sets, that lets you go straight to Greater Rift 20 and be able to make it through. It may take a little bit of work, but you can at least make it through to get your 6-piece set bonus. Because once you have your 6-piece set bonus, you're basically face rolling all of the stuff that you had trouble with before you got it. So anyways, that's been my experience so far. I really haven't done very much farming. I haven't even had the chance to get a lot of Greater Rift Stones to start farming legendary gems yet because, you know, the leveling has just been huge. At Paragon level 185, but I probably could have done this video right around 115, 120 because that's when I first got the 6-piece set. And, you know, everything that I got from it was so good that the whole thing's been easy. Now it's just about making sure I stay on the right difficulty so I don't kill myself because I don't have enough resists and I don't dodge everything as well as I should for not having enough resists. But I digress. Let's get into what's going on right now. Let's get into the build. So I'm playing Monk, and the set that you get as a Monk is Inna's Vast Expanse. It's a really neat set. It's got 7 pieces, so even though you may need some other stuff or you may want to get other things, you've got flexibility because you've got 7 pieces to work with, so you can change things in and out. Right now I don't have the boots on. I'll explain why, but let's go through the set. So you've got 2 pieces. The 2-piece set bonus increases the effect of Mystic Ally, and it also increases the base passive effect of your mantras. And so for all of your mantras, since it doubles everything, it makes them very, very powerful. Four-piece set bonus, which you get after killing Izuel, gives you all the mantras at the same time. So even if I did not have one on my hotbar, the set piece bonus would have given all of those to me. They're all pretty cool, very useful. So you get extra resists, you get everybody takes increased damage, so that's a damage buff. And since it's the enemies taking increased damage, it completely stacks with any damage buffs you give yourself, which is awesome. Increased life regen, and blocking, dodging, or getting hit causes damage. Now, they used to have in vanilla Diablo 3, they had a dodge bonus on this one, which was used to be Mantra of Evasion, and when you dodged, it had an effect called Backlash, which would do an AoE. So it's cool that this is a throwback to that. I've actually got a really old Backlash Monk that I was running back in vanilla Diablo 3. I'll put a link to it just if you want to go to a blast from the past, you know, that just in case. But so you get all the mantras, so that's really cool. There are lots of little details that help out with things. Right now, because I want a little bit more evasion while I don't have the resists, I've got Mantra of Salvation up with the passive that increases dodge. So you have 35% chance to dodge out the gate, and you know, anytime you dodge, you have a chance to deal damage from the other mantra, so that's cool. All right, so we've got 4 pieces out of the way. When you get 6 pieces, everything becomes ridiculous at that point. So you get 5 rune mystic allies. So that basically you get all the mystic allies, and your damage is increased by 50% for each mystic ally you have out. So your damage is going through the roof because since you get all the mystic allies out at the same time now, you get a bonus for each of them. Blizzard made it really easy to increase the damage even further by giving us this nice legendary, Cruda's Boots. Mystic Ally summons 2 Mystic Allies. So there we go. That's 4. Boom. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Whole bunch of Mystic Allies to run around and box people in the head while you're fighting something. It's great. Now, since you've got all these Mystic Allies and they all have their own ability, next question is that do all the abilities activate if you have the Mystic Ally skill up? The answer is yes. So you can actually use the Mystic Ally skill to get all of the benefits that they give you. So let's run through them because that's why I have them all up. So water. You've got 2 water allies that perform these wave attacks which deal damage and freeze enemies for 3 seconds. So when you hit that button, you're going to freeze the mobs. Also when you hit the button, you've got a Mystic Ally that splits into 5 more and they explode. So that's 10. That's 10 fire allies exploding. Lots of damage. Air ally. Instant refill of spirit. Because if they both give you 100 spirit, I have 276. That's almost an instant refill of spirit. During ally gives you all your health back. Period. That's it. Now, it says cooldowns increased to 50 seconds. I don't know if that's because of this skill being active. I think so. So you want to pick one besides enduring, so that way the cooldown doesn't go up to 50 seconds. Earth ally, a boulder, and it rolls around and knocks things down and deals damage as well. So you're getting immediately upon putting these boots on so much extra. Look at all my stats. So just from putting the boots on and getting the extra Mystic Allies, I get the 10% damage boost. So that shows up on paper. Everything else goes up too because I get the extra life, I get the extra spirit regen. It's just crazy. So you've got this one legendary making all the difference. The 6-piece was good by itself. And then when you put this on, it just amplifies it even more. Really and truly, that's all you need. I mean, that's it. I mean, everything else has been pretty lucky. Like I got a Broken Promises ring, which I love, before I hit level 70. So I haven't cubed it yet, but I will soon because I can get better stats just putting a different ring in there and cube this. I haven't been able to farm a Ring of Royal Grandeur yet, so I don't have that. And everything else has just been stuff I've picked up from bounties because I'm trying to get a ring right now just so I can have room for Shanglong because Shanglong is going to be an immediate boost in damage. So hopefully I can get that. And with the Ring of Royal Grandeur, I only need 5 pieces. So then I can put 2 more pieces of a different set on to get another damage boost. So cool. So that's good stuff. All right. Standard stuff. I'm making dex gems for more decks. Cooldown reduction, because cooldown reduction is still king on Monk. It's really hard to get around and say that something else is better than cooldown reduction because you get access to all your skills faster. And since this is now Mystic Ally Armageddon, you know, when you hit this button, then yeah, there's no reason not to have cooldown reduction because you want this to be there as often as possible. Alright, so the rest of the gear is inconsequential. I did luck up, and I've got Pinto's Pride, which gives me more damage on my Wave of Light. I've gotten lucky, so using the Fire Wave of Light, and I've got two of the Incense Torch of Grand Temple, so I've got as the power. Reduce the spirit cost of Wave of Light by 50%, of course. It's the way to do it. And Cinder Coat, reduce the cost of fire skills by 30%. Wave of Light. It's a fire skill right now, so maybe a little bit overboard, but I don't have anything else to put in there right now, so this is all working out just fine. And that's what I'm working with right now. Skill-wise, let's go over that. Wave of 100 Fists, Assimilation. So each enemy hit with a third hit increases your damage by 5% for 5 seconds. So you run in, you do your 3-hit combo, bah, 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 and then while the damage boost is up, you just spam Wave of Light. I'm using the one that explodes the energy in 8 directions. So it's basically just a massive AoE from the middle of the screen that obliterates everything. Dashing Strike is just there for when Epiphany's not up, which I'll talk about in just a second. But it gives me 40% dodge. So when you're looking at dodge chance, right now I'm at 35%. And Dashing Strike puts me at 61%. So immediately you get a huge benefit because now every other attack has a chance to be dodged, and when they're dodged, you deal damage. So great. That works for me. Works for me just fine. Alright. Mystic Ally, we've talked about Mystic Ally just because it was all part of the set, so had to go over it then. Epiphany, because Epiphany is amazing. Now I'm using the Fire Epiphany because everything else is being covered by Mystic Allies. So to deal more damage with my skills is great. And when you see Wave of Light get all of the extra damage from Fire Epiphany because all of the extra small little skill explosions from each hit, it is crazy. The screen goes crazy, looks like massive explosion. Fantastic. And we went over the mantra because it was pretty necessary because it's part of the set, so it made sense to go over the mantra during the set. I've got Harmony on right now because I need as much resist as possible. Momentum is great because Momentum is a damage boost almost any time. I'll either Dashing Strike 25 yards, or Epiphany will take me 25 yards most of the time, so I almost have it up all the time. And I can make sure to have it up all the time if I really pay attention. Being Vitar, reduce cooldowns by 20%. You gotta have it until you have cooldown reduction gear. This build doesn't necessarily need a whole bunch of cooldown reduction gear because it ticks all the boxes. It has spirit regen, it has a way to refresh spirit, and since that's reduced on cooldown, and you're fine. Then you've got Epiphany, which really gives you a lot of spirit while you're in it. Wave of Light doesn't cost that much because of how the build's set up right now. So it's really hard to run out of spirit unless you try. Of course, this is going to be really good once I get Shenlong, because with Shenlong, it's going to reduce spirit on a regular basis. So at that point, I will really need it. But I'm hoping with Shenlong, maybe the damage boost is going to make my normal attacks like Wave of the 100 Fists ridiculous. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to let you know as soon as I get them, and I'm hoping it does. And I've got Seize the Initiative because you get haste when you run into the fight. So while the haste is up, you can spam Wave of Light more. It's beautiful. And you still get the haste because you're attacking stuff above 75%, so it refreshes itself for a long time. Fantastic. And so that's what we've got. So far, I've spent my Paragon in movement speed. I may need to change it. Yeah, I should change it. I only need 15%. Yeah, I only need 15%. So let's change it right now. So movement speed, 15%, and we'll put the rest in Dex, because that's what you do. Cooldown reduction, trying to finish that up so I have more cooldown reduction because that's number one. Resist all. Resist is number one, then armor, and then life, and then life regen because you have plenty of ways to heal. And area damage because area damage is awesome, and this build specializes in attacking everywhere at the same time, so you might as well throw area damage on in there. So that's where we're at. Only thing special right now is we've got Broken Promises on because I found it and I love Broken Promises. So I crit a lot because I attack so fast that I get through all 5 of my non-crits pretty quick. So I crit a lot for 3 seconds. The way to deal more damage when you have Broken Promises on is, of course, never touch critical hit chance, and you just build up critical hit damage. Now, what's holding me back is I don't have a socket in my staff. So what will happen is that as soon as I get a socket in either the staff, which I've thought about doing, or wait until I get Shenlongs, and then once I have Shenlongs, I can put sockets on each of those, because that'll be another 200+% critical hit damage. Then when I crit, my damage is going to more than double just from that alone. So once I find that, then that's going to take me even farther, because everything's going to be obliterated even more. It's crazy. So that's what I've got right now. That is my current build. And so what I'm going to do in just a moment, we're going to have really quick commercial break so I can check on my wife, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do a couple of runs and give me the thoughts on me being the thought bubble, because it's a new filter. I'm just trying out some new things to see how it looks, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to have me coming from my character's head, and you know, he's got to be excited because he's just been rebirthed, and he's thinking, this set just wasn't that good when I was made. Now it's great. Now it's great. But I'll be back, and then we'll do a couple of runs just so you can see the set in action, and that's it. Whoa. That was almost terrible. Almost terrible. Love you, babe. Thanks. Awesome, we're back. All right. I tried to make that quick. So, and he looted. So my guildmate looted a ring, and he got the Crutus boots at the same time. Well, I have the Crutus boots, so I'm not worried about that. But how did he loot the ring? And I gotta go farm. That sucks. But let's run through. I'm at T8 right now, so that way resist don't kill me. And I'm gonna run through the rift. I'm gonna turn the webcam off. Well, actually, no. We'll run it. I'll turn the volume up though, and then we'll. Yeah. Man, too slick. you pop Epiphany and you kill things. That's the whole thing. Yep. So it's like KFC. So you run in, you hit him with a 3-piece, and then the biscuit is... The biscuit is the Gong of Doom. So, you know, that's all it is. Yeah, Wave of Light is the biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. But see, look at the spirit regen that you have during the biscuit. You're not running out of regen at all. And you just wanna hit the three hit combo right before you start. And that's it. That's all we're doing, folks. This is it. I almost have enough uptime on Epiphany as it is. Look at all this explosion. Look at this terror. Oh, gotta run. So you got Spirit to do whatever you want. You can always hit the Event of Salvation if you want this. You can, well, it's all destruction. All of it's pure destruction. I don't know what throws me up there, but it didn't matter. I just held the Wave of Light and destroyed everything. Wow. If you really get fancy, you just hit your Mystic Light button. Hit your Mystic Ally button and watch them destroy everything. Wow. Such destruction. Let me get some.
That building is not yet recharged.
If you get low on health, you can pop a Mystic Ally. Fight Robotussin. Break your leg. Just have some Tussin. A lot of people will understand. Some won't. really feel like I can just summon the whole ally crew, everything dies. So what's optimal, if you're really trying to pay attention to it, is you get your crit bonus up, or you go from 5 non-crit attacks. Now you see that, you see how often I'm critting? Do you see how often I'm critting with 5% crit chance because of that ring? Makes no sense. And then you just hit all of your skills while the crit window's up. And that's all you do. That's it. And pop Epiphany, when Epiphany comes up, you can set Epiphany up to activate by itself if you really feel like it. But that's it.
I must wait to use that ability.
This is what I really save the Mystic Ally for, is whenever I come up against the goblin. Because then you just get a ton of attacks, get free, damage, explosion, get all that goodness, and the goblin dies. So it's really hard not to excel. So I'll start my real Greater Rift push probably in a week. I can't believe I'll be ready. Well, I'm kind of ready now, but I can't believe I'll be ready in a week today. Everything died. I might be able to do T10 now. I'm just worried about paying attention for resist purposes, but I don't know. I might try it. Look at that. Oh, and then he's ready, because he was frozen by the Mystic Allies. Look at that. Oh, look, Mystic Allies is ready. I didn't tell you how much cooldown reduction I have. Forgot to let you know. 71% cooldown reduction. I don't know. Oh, that's because I have the thing. That's because I have the thing.
Use that ability.
What's my real number? Oh, that's my real number? I don't know how. Probably a bit.
The rift.
No. Not from Pippin. I got it. Look at all that. Look at this foolish. See all the dodginess? Yep. That's just... It's just rude. Just rude. All of it's rude. Alright, so let's get out of here. Alright, there's the real number. 42%. So 42% cooldown reduction. That looked more accurate. I didn't know what buff I had on that was really boosting cooldown reduction that high. I have no idea. But, oh well, it doesn't matter. Because it means Epiphany's up almost every 30 seconds, every 35 seconds. And Mystic Ally's up almost every 15 seconds. So you saw how often it's up. It's all crazy. All makes no sense. Let's get out of here.
To go back.
Alright, so that's what I'm working with. That's what the game has given me so far. This is what the game has given me so far. Amazing. Amazing. So, like my monk said, this set was never this good when he first got it. It was pretty good and it was cool, but it was never this good. And so, he's overjoyed that I rebirthed him. He's ready to go. You just saw what happened. it's all rude. It's all ridiculous so far. So I'm gonna get to farming, and you know, if you like what you've seen, leave me a comment on my YouTube page. I don't know, well, yeah, just leave me a comment on the YouTube page. Be sure to share this video. There's gonna be more stuff coming up because I'm gonna be running this and Street Fighter 5, just a lot of it. I played Overwatch. I really liked it. I'm just not good at first-person shooters, so that's just going to be one of those things where I have to practice at it, take one day out, and make sure to get it done. But you know, again, I appreciate you guys coming by. This is Lee Van Dam. You guys take care. If you're on Diablo 3, hit me up and let me know, and I'll be glad to run some riffs with you. We kill some stuff. Same Street Fighter. I love to play some rounds with anybody. So just hit me up and let me know. But I appreciate you. Take care, and God bless.